Hey witches, Mr. Overon here with Mr. Overon's Tarot Reading Services, and today I am going to be making a spiritual formulary to just clean negative energy from the area, bring in positivity and stuff like that. This is going to be an incense. So the very first thing that you're going to need is something that you can burn in that is safe. I'm going to be using my little mini cauldron that I have here. And you're also going to need these little charcoal discs. And you should all pretty much know what these little discs are. If you haven't used one of these before, be extremely careful when lighting it up. It's not like a traditional charcoal briquette. Well, kind of sort of is. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get this started first, so then that way it has time to turn on and get ready to be used. So you're going to need some kind of pliers or something to hold this, because this does get extremely hot and will burn the bejesus out of you. So you just sit here and you hold a little bit of fire on there, and you'll start to see it pop and crackle. And this lighter, of course, is going to not be working right now, so let me get a candle. Probably the better way to turn it on. Okay. My candle here. Just kidding. So you're just gonna hold the charcoal over the flame, and you're gonna see these little sparks coming off of it eventually. And you'll also be able to hear fizzle, crackle, and burn. Now here in the United States, we can pick these little charcoal briquettes up at cigarette shops or like that. If you are watching this video outside of the US, you may be able to get them at Walmart or something. Okay, so I got it started up now, and you can see there in the frame that it is starting to turn white, which is what you want it to do. It get really hot, really fast. So I'm going to get my little cauldron rock and stick that right there so that it does not get too disrespectful. So the next thing that we're going to do is, most of you may have these ingredients at home in your kitchen. If not, you should be able to pick them up pretty much at any of the shops. So you're going to need cloves, nutmeg, star anise, allspice, and chamomile. And just to give you a little rundown on what each one of them does. So cloves, they're the things that you would stick in oranges or ham or whatever, or clavos for and they have this amazing smell. And you're just gonna put a handful of those into a mortar or pestle. What I'm using today is a coffee grinder. So, but yeah, you would put this into a mortar and pestle or a coffee grinder or whatever. There's no set like amount. You just do until you feel that there's enough. For me, I'm going to be building up a big like surplus of this, so I'm actually going to be adding a few more um, than you actually need. But this is like I said, I'm building up an incense base here, and I'm also going to be having this for sale on my new witchcraft store, Elements of Magic, and when that's all up and ready to go, I will do a special video and post links up there. So with cloves can be burned as an incense to attract riches and drive away hostile or negative forces, produce spiritual vibrations, stop others from gossiping about you, and to purify your area. They can be worn or carried in a charm bag to attract the opposite sex, or to bring comfort to somebody who is bereaved. You want to keep cloves in your purse or in your wallet to attract abundance. Hang a pouch of cloves above your door to stop gossip and to bring protection to those within your home. The gender of associated with this is masculine. The planet is Jupiter. The element is fire. So the powers kind of assigned to this herb is protection, exorcism, love, clarity, abundance, uh, repelling of negative energy, prevents gossip, stress relief, truth, and money. So, you know, we're going to add a lot of that into this formulary today. The next thing is nutmeg. Now you can get this in the whole bean or ground up. I happen to have ground, not the whole. With nutmeg, um, it brings in protection. It brings in abundance. It clears out negative energy. Its element is air. Its gender, I believe, is also masculine. So I'm just going to add some of this directly into here because it is already ground up, but I still want to get it to kind of all play nicely together. Now, something else that you can add to this is camphor, but I don't have any camphor. Camphor is really good for clearing out the air, bringing happiness, prosperity, driving away negative energies, so on and so forth. So, this is what we're wanting to do. Think of this kind of like sage or palo santo, but just a kitchen witch version. The next thing that we're going to be using is star anise. And the star anise has a lot of its own magical properties as well. And it's got this beautiful black licorice smell. Um, I absolutely hate black licorice, but I love the way this stuff smells. Um, and I don't like the taste of black licorice, but I do like the way that it smells. So, with the star anise, again, it brings in protection. It helps repel negative energies. It helps with abundance, with love, with luck. I'm just going to add a few of these in there just for the like, because I want all these to culminate together and to be like really uh, complementary of each other. So the next product that I'm going to be using is the allspice here, and allspice magical uses are is to promote healing. It can be added to all healing mixtures, charm bags, or incense for this purpose. It can also be added to all workings to attract money, prosperity, or for good luck. And it is especially good to add to incense blends for either of these purposes. So, magical uses is prosperity, money, luck, healing, to help draw in positive energies. It's a masculine and it is the element of fire and is ruled by Mars. Just to give you a little correspondence to that. So, um, allspice comes in like these little tiny berries. It's also known as mace. So if you happen to like go to the store and you see mace, but you don't see allspice, it's the same thing. It's just the powdered version. Why they call the powdered version mace, and I don't know, but add a couple of those in there. And so far, mm, it's got like a peppery cinnamon smell to it. Very, very winter holidays. The next thing that I'm going to be using is chamomile. Now, chamomile has a lot of amazing properties. Um, it's used for help in sleep and bringing calming to you if you're trying to meditate. Um, it's used for purification and protection. You would want to sprinkle some around your home to try to remove curses and bad spells. Um, Used in ritual work to attract money, and when you combine it with lavender and hops, it works with relaxation, peaceful night's sleep, and things like that. It is masculine. It's ruled by the sun and elements of water. It doesn't matter what chamomile you use. You can use German chamomile, or you can use just regular old um, chamomile. But oh, such a great smell. So add add a little bit to that, and look at how beautiful those are. That's like really. So now what I'm going to do, and that charcoal is nice and piping hot, I am going to just grind this up in my blender here, so it's going to get a little loud for a second. Just giving it a shake to kind of help get everything around. And you can pick these little guys up at like yard sales or second-hand stores for usually less than $5. I picked this one up for $1.50. But if you are a whole bean coffee drinker, and then you probably have one of these laying around the house. But I would highly suggest getting one specifically just for your herbal work, because I can't imagine that this concoction would taste too good um, inside of your coffee. So now that it's all nice and blended, we have it into a powder form here. You are good to go. So let's see. Got my little cauldron here, and I'm just going to take a couple of pinches of this. And you want to be careful because if you're using something like this, the blades can be sharp. And I'm just going to sprinkle it right over the top. And you can see instantly how that starts smoking up. Mm, that is divine. And this would be a good gift to give somebody who has just moved into a new home, or if you're looking for like some kind of last minute pseudo homeopathic kind of gift, this would be great. If you have issues with breathing, though, see how much smoke is coming off of this. Um, you're not going to want to use this if you have asthma problems. And then you could say a prayer, you can say a spell. or whatever you would want to do in order to make this formulary even more powerful for you. Um, so you can enchant it. So just off the top of my head, Great Goddess Mother Divine, hear this prayer of mine. I come to you this day and ask that you bless and enchant these herbs to do what I need them to do to clear out negativity, to bring peace, love, and prosperity into my home, and to drive out all negative energies that would be here. Blessed Goddess Mother Divine, through you I ask this, as so above, as so below, so shall it be. And there you guys go. You have yourself a magical, spiritual cleansing, and it smells amazing. So, um, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. If you would like for me to do a tarot reading for you or have spellcast work done, you can go to the website www.mroveron.com. That's MROVERON.com, and put in a request there. If you need to talk to me directly, you can shoot me an email, mroveron@gmail.com. And until next time, bye, witches.